April the 7th, 2024. Guys, we've had another rig explosion in the Gulf of Mexico, this time down the Campeche Sound, close to Mexico in the Campeche Bay. They're saying this explosion was followed by a severe fire and has been reported on the Acal Bravo maritime oil platform, part of the Catarel production complex in the Campeche Sound. While details are still emerging, the situation is being closely monitored by maritime authorities and Petrolis Mexicanos, or Pemex, Mexico's state-owned petroleum company. Initial information surfaced when videos began circling on social media platforms depicting an intense fire aboard the Pemex-operated platform. It says, get ready for higher prices. This Acal Bravo maritime oil platform in Mexico is on fire. About 11 million barrels of oil are about to go offline. Think about that. Prices are already going up. We're seeing the situation in the Red Sea, the deal between Iran and Israel. And that's causing prices to go up. Now this is going to really get the price at the pumps up, guys. Now the local news is reporting about 11 people injured in this fire. It says this event marks the first explosion of the year within the Gulf of Mexico's oil network, specifically within the Catarel production area, a critical location for Mexico's oil output. Approximately 300 personnel are estimated to work across the platforms in this region. Firefighting boats were dispatched to the scene to help control and eventually extinguish the blaze. In an official statement, Pemex did detail the events at 4:48 p.m. local time. A fire outbreak occurred at the Acal B Process Center. It's called Acal B1, specifically in the section housing pipelines used to transport fuel gas for turbo machinery. The company's emergency response plan was activated and the fire was controlled at 5:04 p.m. The company also reported that 2 of its workers and 7 contractors, 3 from Diavaz and 4 from Cotter, suffered non-serious injuries. All injured personnel were transported to the Ciudad de Carmen for thorough evaluation, guys. The cause of the explosion is currently under investigation, with safety inspectors and engineers working to determine the root of the incident. Pemex has pledged to keep the public updated as more information becomes available. The Security and Exchange Commission, SEC, recognizes the Catarel project as a significant component of Mexico's oil production. Situated on the continental shelf of the Gulf, the project encompasses several fields, including Acal, and covers an area of approximately 185.5 square kilometers. In 2007, the Acal field was listed as one of the world's last discovered supergiant oil fields. Cantarell was the leading crude oil producer in Mexico in 2007, although production has seen a decline since then. A lot of production around the world has seen a decline in certain areas. But guys, when you see these rigs leak and the platforms abandoned, then there's going to be trouble down the road. We've talked about it before. The infrastructure gets old, it gets rusty, a lot of it's underwater. You get things like the Deep Sea Horizon with the Gulf oil spill, guys, and you cap it off, and the cap is not really sealed, but all of that's going to corrode. And when all of these underwater structures, especially with the way the infrastructure is being handled around the planet, when all of that crumbles, guys, you can definitely bet every ocean on the planet will be polluted. And that's why our Father in heaven says there won't be a flood to destroy the world this time. It will be a fire. And that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Water is not going to clean up this oil mess. It's going to have to be extreme heat to burn away all of these elements of destruction of this planet. And there'll be people involved in that burning and in that destruction. God says, I will destroy the people that destroy my world and this planet. And guys, there's a video here at the end of this. Watch it. It's about 30 seconds or so long. It's not very long, but it gives you a pretty good idea of what went on just before daylight this morning there. Again, pray for the crew's safety and hope and pray that the Gulf is protected this time. Again, watch your gas tanks. Things are going to change quickly. It's a heads up. Be safe.